Hi guys, I'm Tanya and welcome to my channel, The Donkey Business. I recommend a lot of world movies on my channel, and whenever I recommend drama world movies, I get the most amount of views. I guess like you guys love drama movies, Here are 5 recommendations or in the drama genre on my channel and I hope you like them. The first movie that I want to talk to you guys about is called The Squid and the Whale. It's an American drama indie film. It's very rare that I talk about Hollywood and Hindi films on my channel, but this movie really caught my attention because firstly it's directed by the director of Marriage Story, Noah Baumbach, and it is produced by Wes Anderson. I love Wes Anderson because he's so symmetrical. That's just his style of directing, and I love it because it's different. So these two amazing artists are connected to this film in a very important way, and that's why I obviously was drawn to this film. It's about a disjoint family, about a couple who are getting a divorce and have 2 kids, and how both the kids are coping up with their parents and what they think about their parents, and how their parents put each other down but also stand up with each other and try to like sort their life out. Of course, when you have kids and you as parents have problems, the kid is the one who suffers more than the parents, and this film is actually about that, and it shows a lot about what the kids go through. It is a very well made film, and it also got a nomination for the best original screenplay at the Academy Awards, and did a lot of noise and created a lot of noise in the film festivals. I highly recommend this movie. It's called The Squid and the Whale, and I don't think it's available anywhere, but please try to watch it if you tend to find us somewhere. It is a very, very well made film. The second movie that I want to talk to you guys about is A Man Called O, which released in 2015 and is based on a novel by the same name, which came out in 2012. I didn't know that it was a novel. My cousin Roger was reading about it and he told me, and I was surprised because I have actually seen the film, but so I'm going to read the novel soon as well. It is a Swedish film, and it is a comedy drama movie about this old man who is living alone and is a chairman of his society, and then he's replaced by his other person, and because his life is not going too good, he is kind of given up on his life and tries to commit suicide many times, but then he terribly fails because someone or the other just kind of comes in unknowingly, and then he meets his new neighbors and how his life changes. It is not the coming of age film because obviously he's like really old, but it's not one of those coming of age kind of movies. It is a really good comedy satire drama film with suicide and comedy, so it is highly recommended. It was nominated for the best foreign film in the Academy Awards and makeup and hairstyle, and did a lot of noise, of course, in film festivals. All the movies I talk about are very, very big at festivals. That's how I actually kind of even find them. So yeah, do check out A Man Called Ove. It's Swedish. The third movie that I want to talk about is my all-time favorite film, directed by Woody Allen. It's called Vicky Cristina Barcelona. It's the most twisted love story drama film I have ever watched, and I love Woody Allen's filmography. It is about, firstly, without telling you what it's about, it has Penelope Cruz, Javier Bardem, and Scarlett Johansson. I was sold when I read the cast of the film. Plus, it's directed by Woody Allen. Like, this is literally, there is no reason for me to say no to a film like that. And when I watched the film, I mean, it's one of his best works for me. The music of the film is great. It's a very twisted love story among 4 people, out of which 3 are these amazing people I've just mentioned. And it's a very twisted love story. It's based out in a lot of countries in Europe, actually. So most of the movie is in English, but because obviously Penelope is in the film and Javier is in the film, there is a little bit of Spanish in it as well, so it's got a very European touch. But it's a great film. It's very dramatic, and it's a very twisted. It's about people falling in love at different times and what they do to get out of it, how they fall in love so quickly, and how actions cause actually a lot of drama. So it is just a movie that I fall short of words because I don't know how to describe its story, and that is Woody Allen's magic of directing and writing. So I highly recommend Vicky Cristina Barcelona, for the director, B for the cast, C for the location, D for the music, and of course, there is no ABC for the story because it's great. The next movie that I want to talk to you guys about is called Miracle in Cell 7, which is one of the most cranky, dramatic films I've ever watched about a relation between a father and a daughter. And this movie, surprisingly, has three versions. There is a Turkish version, South Korean version, and a Japanese version. So I have seen all three of them, and I loved the Turkish version the most. I cried like a baby. The Turkish version is so good. And I guess I love the Turkish version the most because that's the first version that I even watched. So by the time I watched the South Korean and the Japanese version, I was like a little too much. It was a little too much for me because the movie is a little emotional. It's about the father who is like mentally sick and is in jail, and now he tries to connect and contact his daughter, and how his fellow inmates also connect his daughter with him and what happens with him in the end. It's a very emotional, nice, dramatic film that made me cry like a baby, and movies that make me cry I love. So definitely check out Miracle in Cell 7. I guess the name in all the three versions is also the same. For me, the Turkish version was the best, but also because I watched that version first. So you can watch it, you can watch whichever version you want, and I think it's available on Netflix. All three of them are available on Netflix, I guess. So I've told you all three language films in one. How cool am I? The next movie that I want to talk to you guys about is one of my top 10 drama films in Indian cinema, or Hindi cinema I can say, because Indian cinema I have too many. In Hindi cinema is Talwar, directed by Meghna Gulzar, starring one of the most amazing actors, of course, the best Irfan Khan. Then we have Gajraj Rao sir, we have Konkana Sen Sharma, we have Neeraj Kabi. Amazing actors, and everybody's performed wonderfully. It's based on true stories about the murder that happened years ago, about two parents who apparently murdered their child, or was it the servant who murdered the child, the Arshi Talwar case. And it's very well made. By the end of the film, it's an open ending. You don't know what actually happened, and it keeps you thinking with what actually happened and how did this case go to a level like that, and was it okay for the parents to suffer, and is it fair that they're still in jail, or was it someone else who did it, but is it just them who's blamed? And the movie also portrays that very well. Of course, Meghna Gulzar, being one of the most celebrated directors in India, has done a wonderful job in creating a movie and writing a movie like that with such an amazing cast. The cast has literally taken the movie to another level. And I love Talwar. I highly recommend it. It is in Hindi, available on Netflix, I guess, but it is definitely available somewhere. Do check it out. So these are 5 movies that I wanted to tell you guys about in the drama genre, which is Squid and the Whale, A Man Called O, Vicky Cristina Barcelona, Miracle in Cell 7, and Talwar. They're all amazing drama films with different emotions also in drama. So you can pick up whichever you want. I have mentioned everything about the film and not given you any spoilers, so you can definitely watch it. And thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know which is your favorite drama film in the comments below, because I know you guys love drama. I get the most views in drama films. So come, let's talk about cinema in the comments below. Thank you.